Let me take you back, way back to the bustling streets of ancient Mecca. Picture a man, towering in stature, fierce in his convictions, and totally convinced that the message of Muhammad was a threat to everything he held dear. That man was Umar ibn al-Khattab. Now, you might know Umar as one of the greatest Muslim leaders, but his story starts out very differently. Umar was born into the respected Banu Adi clan, strong, smart, and known for his sharp tongue and even sharper sword. He loved the traditions of his ancestors, and when the message of Islam began to shake things up in Mecca, Umar was furious. He wasn't just a bystander, he actively opposed the early Muslims, sometimes with words, sometimes with force. But here's where it gets really interesting. One day Umar stormed out of his house, determined to put an end to the Prophet's mission once and for all. On his way, he learned his own sister and brother-in-law had secretly embraced Islam. In a rage, he burst into their house, only to find them calmly reciting verses of the Quran. When he heard those powerful words, something shifted deep inside him. The strength that once fueled his opposition now broke his heart open to the truth. In that moment, Umar's conversion wasn't quiet or hidden. He marched straight to the Kaaba and declared his faith. For the first time, Muslims prayed openly, because Umar's courage gave them the confidence to stand tall. From that day forward, Umar became a pillar of strength for the Muslim community. He stood by the Prophet in times of peace and war, taking part in all the major battles and always ready to defend the weak. The Prophet trusted him with important missions, knowing Umar's dedication was unshakable. But the story doesn't end there. After the Prophet's passing, Umar became the second caliph, the leader of a rapidly growing Islamic state. Under his rule, the empire expanded far and wide, but Umar was never blinded by power. He established a system of justice still studied today, insisting that everyone, rich or poor, was equal under the law. What made Umar truly remarkable was his compassion. He would walk the streets at night disguised just to make sure no one went hungry. When famine struck, he wouldn't eat until his people did, and he'd carry sacks of food on his own back to help those in need. Umar's legacy is the story of transformation, justice, and unwavering faith. He reminds us all that greatness isn't about where you start, but how you let faith and conviction change your heart. So next time you hear his name, remember, Umar ibn al-Khattab wasn't just a leader. He was a lesson in courage, compassion, and the power of change.